What's up, y'all? This episode 29 People Podcast. We talking about the uproar that our president caused at the public buildings and everything like that. And also, I want to speak on like other current events that's going on right now. All right. Anybody want to introduce themselves?
All right, I'm Kristen. I didn't talk much the last time that you had me on as a guest.
We're gonna make it a point that's different this time.
But I'm gonna participate in this one. You got a group that's a little bit more my style, I think.
Okay. Hey, wait, it's the same people. No, I'm just playing.
No, it isn't.
Anybody else?
No, the fuck it is not. And I don't move with everybody, so if I just don't like a scenario, I just be quiet.
That's understood, respectable.
Nothing wrong with being quiet and listening.
All right, anybody else want to introduce themselves?
I'm Day.
Okay.
How is everybody?
All right.
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm
How are
good.
you?
Good.
Fighting the frame, you know.
Yeah. Getting to the babies.
All right. Well, since that's it right now. For now, we're gonna go from there. For one, how do y'all feel about? Do y'all think that everything was planned? Those protests and everything.
Yep.
Oh, every move he made, I feel, was a calculated step. Even if he just put a bug in somebody's ear and they ran with it.
Well, that's exactly what happened, honestly. And another thing, though, is actually video of showing that people on the insiders letting people in and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it was
and
all
I haven't
the way
watched none of
planned.
it. Really.
They caught dog that had stole the podium and shit. He had his mugshot. I want to say he was the same one that because they won't feed him organic food.
Yes. I don't know.
His mom was He said that was a dude that was with the face paint and everything.
With the face, he's talking about he's a shaman and he only eats organic. He was on a hunger strike. And do you know they fucking granted him his goddamn organic meal request?
They have to.
Right, because he said it was religious based.
Yeah, they have to. It's funny, they still have to uphold the rights for certain people. Another thing, though, too, the dude with the podium, I thought he put it on Craigslist or something to sell it, and that's how they caught him.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read that.
Like, who takes a podium, and what are you going to do with it? It's like a kidnapped governor.
It's like a trophy. Usually
Collecting
they
trophies,
keep it to remember, but, like, he tried to sell it, which was dumb.
That's a high-profile trophy.
Well, they was holding a whole bunch of ads on Craigslist for crisis actors right before all that happened.
I'm tripping that they just was able to walk in there like that. That's just crazy to me.
It was an inside job, and it was orchestrated as well.
But did you see where that gentleman officer saved all them people, that black officer that led the whole rioters away?
Yeah, hats off to him. I saw that.
Trying to do no courageous shit like that. And
I started to make a meme about it. I was like, you know what? Nah, he did his job. He did better than anybody else did. So yeah, I give him that. And then the girl that she got went to the thing and got sent home in a box, express shipping.
Are you talking about the old girl that went to go see Ronald Reagan?
Yeah, she went to go see Ronald Reagan, and it ended up happening.
She said she got shot in the neck.
Yeah, she got shot in the neck, and then it was over with for her. Yeah.
Like a Marina.
She was going to see Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. You not catching that? You not understanding what that means?
No, you need to.
Where's Ronald Reagan at?
Tell me.
In heaven.
Okay, where's she at?
In heaven.
Dead.
Okay, well that's how she went to go meet Ronald Reagan.
Wow.
Now, seeing as how we was talking about this show is gonna be about that motivation. What was the motivation for the motherfuckers running up in that Capitol?
The strength in numbers.
That shit was like a circus. It couldn't have been too organized.
Motivation was to keep us fucking talking about it
in limbo to what's really going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like a distraction. He's trying to say he ain't leaving the White House. He refuses to resign.
Oh, that's fine, but they got stuff for that though. They doing the 25th Amendment right now, which is that's in the play, going into play.
25th Amendment.
They beefing up the securities now. Of course, now they want to beef up the security. And
really?
Everything, so
a little late for that.
And just so y'all know, Trump wanted
people before they even reached the goddamn doorsteps, they would have had like SWAT teams and shit out there.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
crazy.
you
How the
know
fuck
that.
did they infiltrate the place like that?
You already
They
know
were
that.
climbing walls. How did they even get that fucking far to breach the security?
How the chicken nugget lady make?
It was a governor that he actually, this video camera is a governor, I forgot, Oregon governor or senator. He left the door open and they came in and then he left out. He opened up the door for them and they just had to hate it. It's on video too, so.
And then they show him climbing up the walls.
Yeah,
that was just some extra
that shit was
right
crazy. Like, how did y'all get the time to do that before y'all was caught? Like,
Dooley, is anybody trying to get in?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was a group of Black Lives Matters or any other type of protesters, they would have stopped them motherfuckers before they hit the steps of the Capitol.
Shot them, seeing them
How
run
the
with
fuck
the
would they have even got to the walls? And then these motherfuckers had enough time and space and energy to do that. Where the fuck was anybody? Like,
how did chicken nugget lady get over the wall?
Somebody rolled her out of there. Somebody rolled her in there. You're right.
I catapulted that bitch over the wall
like
because I thought they all got over the wall. Huh?
Is she shaped like a chicken nugget?
I swear to God, she
was. I wish I had
purple highlights, and she had purple highlights.
I've seen a few memes, but I guess I never paid attention to her.
Fall from out of something while they were out there doing that nonsense.
Yeah, somebody fell off the wall.
Yeah, okay, so that's what they making fun of in that busted challenge then. Okay.
Yeah, the lady fell off the wall.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Hey, what up, man?
What's the deal? I'm late to the party, but you know.
Yeah, it's a party nonetheless. Well, I'm gonna just cover over everything we're talking about. We're talking about them storming the Capitol buildings.
Okay.
And are you familiar? You don't watch the news, do you?
Yeah, I keep up with current events, you know, a little bit.
Okay, well, you saw how they got into the building, on top of the building, under the building, but if it would have been any one of us, we would have been shot on the spot.
Well, I mean, that's because you know,
we on the Roswell next week. All right, y'all.
Oh God.
No, but I mean, yeah, we would have been shot down storming the Capitol because you know, FBI said it best. You know, the greatest threat to America is the black man.
Unity of the black man, and you know that's the truth. That's the truth.
Exactly. So if we were storming the Capitol, then that in itself is it's unity in itself already. So
yeah, they showed unity. The Trumpers, they showed unity.
I mean, they always do.
You got every
like they didn't accomplish shit for the person that they were trying to campaign for.
They made 2 movies about them damn Trumpers.
They just really got him in trouble, and I feel like they did it on purpose. I believe it was to fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? He's the most persecuted president right now. It got to be something going on with him and
listen. It's a lot of underlay for the overlay. It's a lot of overlay for the underlay, I should say.
Right.
Trump is not as bad as everybody think him to be.
Exactly.
He's an asshole, most definitely. His language, the way he speaks, it's just, you know,
he's not well spoken at all.
Exactly. It's
but he's smart as fuck.
It's verbal shit. Money. It's verbal shit. He just regurgitates verbal shit.
We spoke on this before. He runs a country like a business.
It is a business, not like a business. The country is a business. It's in a state.
Right.
And a state is in a corporation.
Business is then selling consumers.
Exactly.
Buying and selling consumers.
What about on this phone? Exactly. I'm consumer of the United States of America.
That's right.
And how many religions make up this United States? And how does it affect?
There's so many.
And how does it affect this? What we're talking about? How does it affect the day-to-days of certain things that people do?
Tremendously.
The only thing. Go ahead. My bad.
This my theory, man. It's one particular person that's pulling the strings for all of this, and that's the richest motherfucker on this planet.
You know it.
Wow. He pulling all the strings. There's outer cores and outer layers to make people think that they're doing things. So therefore, you got all these people in higher up positions thinking that they're so-called doing things for us, but it's all
to keep
us divided. There you go. It's a puppet show. It's to keep us divided.
It's basically smoke and mirrors, you know.
Right.
You got Republicans, you got Democrats, you got liberals, you got conservatives. Now, ask yourself, any person that's really a child of God, would they have been down there the other day at the Trump rally acting the ass?
No,
No,
they wouldn't have.
I don't know. You seen what they call themselves, and then what they really are.
Oh, I got more
Here go the thing about it is this country was built off of Christian morals and values, but most of the folks that's running so-called running this country ain't Christians. I mean, if they worshiping anybody, it's the devil. The damn show ain't the Most High.
There you go. There you
They're
go.
running on the guise of Christianity, but they're all satanic, all of them.
Yeah, the Pope then came out and said it himself. He the devil. The motherfucker still running behind us.
Well, he was like IG model posts and stuff, so I don't know.
But you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, Trump done things that to make this country go in a way of under God, like we supposed to be. You know, now we got the people coming back in. They done everything to this man. They done called him a racist. They said he was part of Russia's whatever. All this stuff that they were saying about him, those facts is not there. If you really dig into it and look for those facts, they're not there. But if you see the media from CNN, CBS, NBC, and all those ones that's in cahoots, they play him and they make him look like some terrible Hitler type of motherfucker. And he really not.
Yeah.
Certain news channels give you different spins.
The news is controlled by two sides, Republican and Democrat. So CNN always gonna make him look bad.
Wait.
Well, they want to make him look bad because he can't be controlled.
There is
That's
no
what
two
the
sides.
problem is.
It's
That's
deep
one
state.
thing. There is
You're
no
right
two
about
sides.
that. It's all one bird.
The
but
thing
still,
is,
they give you the illusion that it's
the
two
money
sides.
of special interest.
Exactly.
He didn't need the money from motherfucking other politicians or any other country to fund his campaign or fund his agenda. And that's why he didn't give a fuck to say what he wanted and do what he wanted. Because
I agree with you on that. He used his own. He had his own money to do it, so he can carry. Y'all didn't get him in office. He paid for it himself.
Where
he's a Scottish right.
That's the unlikable aspect about him. People hated about him, but that's what I found likable about him was that he didn't give a fuck and he was ready to move how he wanted to.
He came to office saying he was draining the swamp, and deep state after him since.
Yeah, that's all. Like, I don't know about that deep state shit because he'd be sitting here like, well, I ain't no pedophile, but motherfucker, he was hugging Jeffrey Epstein. He deep state too. All of them motherfuckers is. You
he admitted to that.
And that's the thing. See, just to get this information,
y'all be cool, man.
To get the actual insights to this information, you got to be a part of it. So, you know, sometimes it's like you guilty. You know what I'm saying? Just to be.
I give him this though.
Right.
He running with them motherfuckers, but he got a mind of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And me personally, I look at it like
he can't be puppeteered. That's the
Democrats in the fucking
Biden, if anybody gonna puppet his ass, they would have made sure he did right.
Like we looking at right now, if say which I highly doubt that because everything that's going on, I highly doubt Biden really get in office. But if he do, we looking at mandatory testing across the board, mandatory vaccine across the board.
Yeah, and I ain't with that shit.
This is finna shut down the American economy like we ain't never seen before. Because
I'm afraid they're gonna say we can't go back to school without a vaccine. Most people not
with that shit because it usually takes them 5 to 7 years to make a vaccine. They pulled this vaccine out their ass in less than a fucking year, and they want everybody.
They've got vaccine.
Wait, time out. That vaccine has been under works for about
since 2015.
6-7 years. Yeah.
So
Rick, I agree with you though. I agree with you.
That's why I want you on here so people like-minded and understand because I remember what you was on.
That's the whole point of that shit because right now, like he know that you just Meech just said it's been out for like 5-6 years, right? That means that the coronavirus itself, this particular strand that everybody's scared of, was already patented before then.
Well, it's a self-replicating disease like the flu. So that means that it changes its DNA every season. So it's gonna evolve every season that it comes around. It's gonna be a little bit different,
just like the normal
more
flu,
aggressive,
right?
Just like the flu. So there's always been SARS around. Like SARS vaccine is in my dog's vaccines. That's always been there. So they have existed in different forms, like kind of like a different phenotype of weed. Okay, It's the same premise. You know what I'm saying? It's been around. It just kind of evolved into what it is now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do think it's the end of times. Yep.
The end of what times, though?
The end of
it's
these
always
times.
the end of time.
These times. The times that we've been living, these times.
We had a really good run, though.
The end of the world or end of an age?
Not the end of the world.
Shit.
I didn't say the end of the world. I said the end of time.
Same thing. That's the same thing.
End times. We are living in the end.
On how you saying it.
We are living in the end. I don't know the day, but we're living in the end.
Yeah, Revelations.
Yeah,
I don't know the day.
The apocalypse, the word in itself means to unveil what's been hidden. It don't mean nothing about destroying nothing. Unless you want to say destroying the concept.
I didn't say anything.
Unless you're talking about destroying the concept of an idea.
I'm just speaking.
No, we're just speaking on.
I think there's a lot of metaphors.
I'm saying that everything is changing. I'm saying that everything is changing. The way of life is changing. It's not the same anymore. So we're living in the end times. These times were said to come.
In the old days, they used to call the end of an age the end of the world. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So technically, we is looking at the end. That's why they keep hollering about the Great Reset, the Great Reset, the Great Reset.
For the new world order.
We ushering in a new age. Exactly. We went
from. You're right.
We in the age of information right now, but we finna exit the age of information. I want to say it's the age of the zenith or something like that.
I know that we've had more technological advances in the last 200 years than we had in the first 10,000 years.
Absolutely.
So, and I learned that because I'm going to school to study prehistoric man. But I was like fascinated by that, and so there's this law. I can't think of the name of it. It's a technology-based law about how it evolves every so many seconds. How basically, eventually, robots are going to be able to be as intellectually capacitated as we are. Basically,
well, and they really already are.
And that's when I feel like that transition is going to take place.
Y'all know what? All y'all are a bit correct for the most part. But the thing that the robots will be able to take someone's place. Rightfully, I feel that's not true.
The robot.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Turning into with prosthetic parts, like robot parts.
I mean, humans and robots right now. You think about the ones that's being controlled and manipulated anyway, they already robots. It ain't no different.
No. Look at no. We talking about on a different
Walking Dead.
We talking about on a different level. Them considered as zombies. But what we talking about is the simple fact that you can download a person's neurological you can download a person's consciousness onto a computer chip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And insert that into a computer, or i.e.
Yeah,
they actually doing that. They doing that with pigs right now.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
been doing it.
And if you don't think that that's going to eventually happen for real, you got to be naive, because they've already been able to replicate DNA and create. Basically, they could create a human from nothing if they wanted to.
This is the thing. If you want to be technical, all of this stuff that we talking about and everything that we're seeing, this stuff is that's re-given to us from the Egyptian times.
You so right.
Egyptian walls.
Oh, you just went deep.
All of this stuff was on the Egyptian walls. They was already going to outer space.
Yes,
they was already doing all of this shit that we're doing now.
Yes,
they was doing it on a different level.
Yes, they was. And you know what?
It ain't about what. It ain't about. This is the thing. It ain't about what you believe. It ain't about. It ain't about what you believe. It's about what believe in you. It's about what believe in you.
Because just because somebody says what I believe, so I can tell you I got $1 million. If you believe me, that's on you.
Nah, it's about what believes in you. Is what I was saying.
It ain't about what you believe. Hieroglyphics that are carbon dated.
And I was just going to ask you. See, I was just going to meet. You know about hieroglyphics and stuff, right?
Yes.
Right, decipher them and everything, right?
Way of writing. Cuneiform.
Somewhat. I'm not all of them, but somewhat.
It's pretty much. It's pretty much.
It's pyramids all over the world. It's pyramids in the ocean.
It's a pyramid down the street on Michigan Ave.
They used to build monuments. They had these things called ziggurats. They were temples.
If you drive in the West End,
hieroglyphics that depict
okay, like one person talk at a time.
It's a lot of chaos right now. Good conversation though. Good conversation, but it's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, everybody talking over everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody want to be right. I mean, it's like, ain't none of us right, to be honest with you. And we all have opinions, but none of us is actually right about, because we really don't know, like, the actual, what's the government's agenda here? Nobody knows what's the government's agenda.
I've learned on an unbiased opinion. Factually, there's hieroglyphics that are carbon dated from 7,000 years ago, and they depict flying machines and submarines and modern day technology. That's a fact.
Because they could be talking about Atlantis, which happened way before.
Exactly, and there's advanced civilizations like the Minoans that were living on the island of Crete and Knossos that had paved roads, that had working baths, rudimentary toilets, rudimentary showers, paved roads, and all that.
If I got it, Scripture tells us that ain't nothing new under the sun.
When
nothing new to man under the sun.
And didn't even have shit but fire to work with.
You remember what I said?
There were civilizations that's lost.
Yeah.
Like the Egypts and
the knowledge that we lost is in the Sphinx, but we're not allowed to excavate.
That's what I was trying to look into, and it's funny the conversation turned that way, huh?
Egypt, but it was civilization way before Egypt. Don't nobody talk about Kush and what was going on in Ethiopia.
Exactly.
All I'm gonna say
is, Kush is
well,
Egypt.
Actually, if you want to be technical, in Egypt, the Zulus used to actually have it where Egypt is, and they actually lived where the Sphinx actually depicts an African king. It doesn't depict a lion, and the king that they
some people say it's a chimera.
Can I ask y'all?
Some people say it was a chimera because they was crossbreed DNA.
Let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question?
Please do.
Y'all listening? Y'all listening?
Yeah.
Who and why did they blow off all of the pyramids' noses?
The noses.
It was out of disrespect when a leader was ostracized, or if a different.
Well, I heard Napoleon when he was conquered.
I heard it was Alexander the Great.
That's what they did.
Came in and did
was
that.
they disrespected?
They didn't really let nobody know. Everybody
destroying the art that
had all that leader. Had rule to all continents, and they didn't want nobody to know that it was pyramids. There's the same architecture on all 7 continents.
Yeah, it was.
And here's an instance where you all are correct.
But they do that in every culture does it. There's examples of that of disrespect on art in every culture. Whenever like a king was conquered or a pharaoh was overthrown or killed,
I believe them giants built those pyramids too.
I believe
ain't no giants built those pyramids.
Well, no, they had a technology like calculator and stuff like that to do stuff like that. Yeah.
You heard what she just said? They use vibration. Now the oldest.
A lot of them shit is on ley lines.
The oldest civilization to be recorded is the Sumerians, and the Sumerians said they use vibrations to move all of that big ass shit.
That is correct. You are correct.
I appreciate you.
There's all one in there.
And then on that note, y'all listen to Freemasons, Rick Ross and Jay-Z?
No.
Yeah.
If you listen to Rick Ross verses, it teaches a lot, even though he's not a Freemason. But he says no caterpillars. It was just a bunch of, I'm not gonna say the word because
right.
You know, but they used what they had and things like that of that nature. And
yeah, I mean, but you got to take it back to this, bro. And I hate to cut you off, but like if they can motherfucking all of this technology and shit, why they can't replicate any of this shit? You know what I'm saying?
They do.
It's not for us.
Why they not doing it though?
Because it's not for us.
They don't have the whole puzzle pieces. We only have parts of it.
Who is it for?
We haven't been completely enlightened.
It's exactly. It's for the enlightened. There it is, right there. It's for the meek that inherits the earth.
Right. And
see, we want it so bad. We want to get in it so bad.
Period.
Going back to biblical scripture, when you say that the meek shall inherit the earth, who is the meek?
The meek
I don't
are
follow
those
the Bible.
the meek are those who
Humanity's
have the
way
power
older
to
than the
take over,
Bible.
but they choose not to enforce that power out of kindness and understanding and compassion. But they can take over this
It's
bitch
always
whenever they feel like it. That's the meek.
somebody always gotta lead and be a ruler.
Whoever
You know what I mean?
conquers, that's
Exactly.
Christ in history.
So who is
Exactly.
So
some
that's
people?
the information they're gonna let us. The conquerors.
Huh?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
You said who are the conquerors?
who was the
No,
who was the
the meek.
conquerors? Yeah, the
I
meek, same
believe.
thing. Because the meek
I
shall
believe it's
inherit
our
the
own
earth.
people.
So
No,
It's our
because see,
own.
they didn't say that the meek was going to conquer the earth. They said the meek was going to inherit the earth.
I said, yeah. So who
On
is
the
the meek
phone.
that's going to inherit the earth?
I'm on the
So the ones
phone.
who put us in this situation is people, our own melanated people. We are our own worst enemy.
I mean, if we're talking
That's
biblical, then the reason they call us animals is because in the Bible it said that I said ye are gods. That was for God's mouth. He's talking to the Israelites. He said,
pull
I
that
said ye
scripture
are
out.
gods.
I need the book,
can
chapter,
I
and verse
ask
for
a
that one.
question? Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Latia.
So I got a question as far as when you quote a verse out of the word, you said the meek shall inherit the earth. Did you look into the meaning of meek by languages? Is that how you came up with what was meek?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like interpretation, which Bible? King
Exactly,
James,
because I
Old,
can't just
New.
go off.
Yeah.
I need facts. Facts. So I can't just go off.
Everyone has Googled meek though.
No. Don't Google meek.
I'm not Googling meek.
And they
I'm
read
talking
it too.
about
Look up the
actual
etymology.
meaning in the language.
Look up the
of the
etymology.
Yes,
Look up the etymology of the word.
Right. What does
Look
it
up the
mean?
etymology.
Or a comparison.
Don't tell me what Google said.
A lot of
I
it
don't
be in
want
the
to know what
word.
Google said.
But you got to understand,
so
when
what's
it
the
comes
definition
down
again,
to
y'all?
languages, the translation of anything can be changed. So the meaning of a word in Hebrew versus the meaning of the word being in Latin or the meaning
It's
of the
never
word
going to
being
be
in Greek
exact
can
because
be,
they didn't even have some words.
exactly.
So the
The
definition.
original language,
that they
though.
used.
I go with the original
They
language.
went with the best that they
What
could.
is the
come up
original
with.
language? What is
I
the
mean,
real?
like, you can
my
sit here,
opinion,
like,
the original language was Hebrew, to be honest.
Yeah,
Or Aramaic.
yeah. I heard it was
Hebrew, Aramaic. Hebrew,
Aramaic.
Aramaic, because they're very similar.
no, the Messiah
It was
spoke
what?
Aramaic, but that's not
It
Hebrew.
was
It's something totally
tetragrammaton.
different. That's
Jessica
just like the
said it
people
was
that live in
black
Israel
It's
right now.
Aramaic.
whatever
Speak a form of
tetragrammaton.
Hebrew.
I'm going on Hebrew on this.
So you
They
got
speak
to
a form of
Yeah,
Hebrew, which
I'm
is like
with you.
they call that shit
I can't
Yiddish.
pronounce your name, Lateria.
It's Latia, but you can call me Precious.
Okay, Precious. Yeah, I agree with you on that. They found that here. They found that it was the original native people here in America were melanated and they spoke Black Hebrew.
Yes,
They
exactly.
found that.
Exactly.
All right, Sabina, what do you think? I know you're just trying to soak everything in, but I'm just trying to keep it at a pace to where everybody get a chance to say something.
I mean, I lost topic, to be honest with you. I lost what we were talking about.
Actually,
all right, well, I'm gonna come back to you. All right.
Go ahead.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, well, let's talk about motivation because we didn't spend a lot of time on. It's really got kind of
that's true
off
because all the
subject.
fucking books weren't written in the same language.
What's the plan, y'all?
Everybody got quiet when it came to motivation, huh?
I was gonna go. I was gonna be the last.
What somebody say? What you say?
What makes y'all get up and be motivated to get through the day? How about that?
Shit.
I'm gonna go first, y'all.
What
Listening?
when you wake up in the morning to get through your day?
I'm gonna go first, y'all. Listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, me being able to start something off of a word, a thought, an idea, and so many views later, so many fans, and then so many good guests like you guys later, this has manifested. That's motivation. And I get up every week and plan this stuff week in, week out to do this. And then another thing, family that actually help and support your dreams. That's motivation. You know, it's not too many people out there, and y'all know that's gonna really look out for you, blood or not.
That's true.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, another thing, being a year later after a tragedy, being back, if not more, in the business seat of things right now, that's motivation. Being back better than what I was before, motivation.
Most definitely.
And then taking, especially after a major loss, that means a lot.
I'm from too. That's
motivated. This is the thing.
And then another thing, like where we come from, y'all know it.
Well, this is what I want to take. I want to for 2021 take into 2021, even though we done already kickstarted it off. I want to take into 2021 the word of loss and change that, because it's never really a loss. It's a freeing up it's a making room for space, but you know what I'm saying? You always gain something from it, regardless.
What I meant by loss, I'm sorry, but I had to say it. What I meant by loss is me losing my mother, closest person I had to talk to, or anything like that. You
talking about that? Yeah, okay.
You know, that's and everything was downhill. I couldn't see me get no better after that. Minute. So so accomplishing that, getting in tune with that, and being back better than what I was before, that's major for me.
Yeah, that's major.
So, I mean, I wouldn't wish that on nobody, and I damn sure don't know what to tell anybody if it happens to them, but I'm still at a loss of words. But at the same time, I'm still grateful, and that's my motivation, though. So, anybody else want to
get up the loss of your parents? Never.
I'm using these guards so I can shave my face.
I mean, I think every parent would say their kids is their motivation, but something had to motivate us before we had kids.
I mean, I feel like the end result really is the motivator. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to fall in love with the process. Yeah, but I'm starting to fall in love more with the process than the actual the results.
The process is lovely. The process is lovely. Yes.
Yeah.
When you say the process, what do you mean? Like, break that down for us.
Okay, I can help.
When I say the process, when I say I'm starting to fall in love with the process, I mean more so putting in the work than actually getting the results. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wake up and you like, I mean, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, high school days or something like that, you know. I want them J's. I want them J's.
Right.
I'm not waking up. I'm not in love with what I got to do to get them J's though. But I'm starting to fall in love with that more so than falling in love with the J's.
Putting in the work.
The reward of putting in that work was the J's. But I fell in love with putting in the work versus getting the J's. You see what I'm saying?
Meet you a 5%er.
Nah, I mean, if you want to be technical, then I was born that way. I am that I am. But I don't claim anything, a title. Exactly.
Right.
But that's scriptural. Right. You know, that ain't nothing that I self-proclaim. That's something I read out the Bible. I didn't just start saying it just out of nowhere. That's in the King James if you want to pull it up. It's in the Quran if you pull it up, you know.
Now, see, here go a thing right here. And that's what a lot of people get it twisted at, because people don't have no understanding of cultures. They don't have any understanding of other religions. So people go against the grain against Islam so bad and have no understanding of Islam, but other than what they put on.
I know it's two different minds now. I'm learning that there's Muslims, there's Muslims.
It's more than one in that, because you can be a 5%er, you can be a Sunni, you can be, you know what I'm saying?
I don't remember.
It's no different than saying you Christian, but you a Baptist, or you a Jew, or you know what I'm saying? Like they all fall under Christianity.
They all have the same fundamentals.
Well, I ain't gonna say fundamentals, but they still got their own branch off of how they feel it should be ran, or how they feel it should be structured.
Would you agree that the Torah was here before the Quran and before the Holy Bible?
Yes.
Most definitely.
I'm just kind of like
I have to ask why.
I'm stuck because we don't know who wrote what.
But this is the thing.
Where's the proof?
Well,
there is proof, because it's the scriptures are older. That's the written record.
How do we know that? How do we date that?
No.
Like,
we're not going to.
And you can't.
Time out.
Believing is that the fallen taught us how to carbon date and all of that. Because you know what I mean.
Most definitely, because we wasn't keeping track of time. Time was
no, we wasn't. Time is
carbon doesn't have anything to do with time.
It do when you.
It's a half-life, but it's like.
We never had a record of
It's a
time until after
measurement
the fall
of
of the Messiah.
quantity more so.
Well, where did the scribes come from then? And people putting it in stone. They put it in stone so couldn't nobody, you know what I'm saying? That would be forever.
Right. And
You know,
there was
but
a
like-
lot of stuff that they think got lost because before they did that type of shit, they wrote it on stuff that got, you know,
Well, I heard
from the elements.
They wrote it on walls
The
and
Library
caves. They wrote it wherever they could write it at.
Who wrote Trump on that manatee
it's
bat?
literally
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Who did that?
But
Who
whoever
had
did,
time
they got his
to?
ass.
I hope they got his ass too. I'm donating to all the animal agencies right now as
Look,
we speak
look,
to make sure
look.
this animal is
Look.
captured.
Hey, look, check this out here.
shout out to Herneby.
Check this out. I'm nowhere near a Trump supporter at all. All right. But y'all gonna ease up off that man.
No, they need to ease up off that manatee. That manatee didn't do nothing to Trump.
Manatee.
He's been underwater
Right.
his whole life. He don't know what's going on land.
Oh my
Poor
goodness.
manatee. He's
Hey.
fucking repping
They
somebody.
gave that
Hey,
man
listen,
4 more
listen.
They
years.
got it
We have
scraped
a little
into
bit
his
more
side.
time before we got to go into that wilderness. My personal opinion.
I just want to know how
Hey,
they
listen,
got
my
that
personal
motherfucker to sit
opinion-
still for them to do that.
Real talk, my personal
I'm
opinion.
going with that manatee.
When we talk about Trump though, like we cracking jokes or whatever, but and real deal, Trump is a ploy. Trump is the underlay for the overlay. Like for real.
I believe
If
he was
y'all
really
ain't
trying
know-
to stop that shit in his
He was
own
On
on
way.
one
one
hand,
wing.
yeah. On one
Everybody
hand,
do.
yeah.
On that same damn bird.
Can I tell
But this
y'all
the
Came
thing.
for
Listen to me.
everybody.
Listen to me. Trump was the wild card. We don't know
I
what
mean-
he gonna do. He gonna do some crazy shit, but we want
Can
him
I
in
tell
office.
y'all
Came in
Why
and
do we
said
want
something
him in
about
office?
flat earth.
But Biden
Opening
is
the
straight
market.
up
Flat
in
Earth.
Listen to
special
me.
interest
That's
back
a great
pockets.
topic.
Can I tell
Listen
y'all
to me.
something?
Attack Hillary Clinton, everybody. Like he had no filter. He was telling it all. He was exposing it all, and they came for him like that. That's why they came
Yep.
for him.
Can I
That's
tell
why
y'all something?
he's going in history.
Well, you know,
Look, but
Can I
then
tell y'all
in
something?
the same token, without Trump being in office, we wouldn't have no female vice president right now. And
And that's
people are
We
brushing
don't
that
need
under
What
the
has
rug
he
like
done?
we didn't just come from
Done
having a
way.
black president.
Can I
Now
tell
we
y'all
got a
something?
female
we
president.
got Camilla,
It's
even
things.
nigga up Harris.
You
Her
hear me?
Right,
job is to
right.
lock
I
nigga
wasn't gonna
up.
say it, but
The
thank
same
you.
as Joe Biden, who wrote
man,
the
I'm all
crime
over
laws
this.
You hear
to
me?
lock
Who wrote
niggas
all
up.
the laws for this shit? You hear me? This is what I'm
So
saying.
why
never-
would you want
I
these
was
same
not gonna let
people
Obama
that's
Can I,
been
be
can
oppressing
I,
us for
can
the
I tell
longest?
y'all something?
Go ahead, Dooley.
They
My
gave
fault.
him to pacify us.
We would have had a woman president. Trump
Man,
won.
listen.
And then I'm
Right.
not done.
Trump
I'm not
exposed
done. I'm not
the
done.
fuck
Can I tell
Hillary
y'all
Clinton
something?
ain't had no business being in
He
office.
killed her in the
Can I
debate.
tell y'all something? Can I tell y'all something? Hey,
Please do.
another thing. Y'all would have been way different if Trump would have won that election and he had the military hand out those vaccines. It would have been a whole different initiative.
He was
Well,
saying
That
this
was
shit
the
was
plan.
No.
Trump said that in
Trump
by
was saying this
the
shit
end
was
of
fake.
2021, he wanted the vaccine to be mandatory and be passed out.
And he was
Now
going to
we
use the
looking at-
military to do that.
Do it exactly. We
Right.
looking at the same timeline, but
He
the
didn't say
difference is Trump gave us more time, and Trump made niggas feel more comfortable about it. I'm sorry to say that, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Might not want it. And when I say niggas, I don't mean black folks. I mean folks in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignorant motherfuckers. Yeah.
Anybody
Wow.
that know better, it's way too early to have a vaccine for
A vaccine,
a disease that
and you
so-called
just- yeah.
came out. So
Yeah.
It takes
We still
several
don't even
years.
know how to. We still don't even know. We still fighting with the flu. You hear me? The flu
Right.
You ain't
still.
got a vaccine for AIDS
growing.
yet. Like, what the
Right.
fuck has AIDS
Or
been?
Right.
Wait, no.
40 years
Yes, they do.
now?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They
Oh, they
got a
do?
vaccine for
But they're
AIDS. You
not
missed
gonna
that
go
one, baby. They did
Yeah,
that
we've
like
been
4-5
had
years
that.
ago.
You can live a normal life now. Don't
Yeah,
go
you can
raw
live a
dog,
normal
but-
life.
Don't go raw dog, but they got a vaccine for it.
No,
but it ain't
they
no
got some
cure.
shit now.
All it
Now
is
they
is
got some
lowering the
shit where
level.
you popping the pill every day, like you on the damn birth control, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. I just heard a commercial about that shit.
You talking about? Yeah, they got that pill too, but it's for that, and it's not for this. And then
I
it's
got a
different side
question,
effects
y'all.
too.
Of course.
Wow.
What would motivate y'all right now if you had to take that vaccine? What would motivate you to take the vaccine?
I could turn into a fly like the movie.
Yeah, like special powers.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel universe.
I'm with
Yeah.
that.
We're totally missing
I
the
can turn
point.
into the fly
It's not
like
even
the
a
movie.
vaccine.
They
It's not
wanted
a
to give me
vaccine.
It's not. It's not a vaccine.
No, it's not a
virus.
vaccine. It's some type of drug
It's
that
a
they're
virus.
shooting you. And
It's
did
a
anybody
virus.
even take the time out to look at the ingredients in this so-called vaccine?
That's why I don't want to take it.
Y'all missed the
I'm not
episode
putting
we
shit
had
in
with
it,
the two
everybody.
doctors. Y'all missed the episode we had with the two doctors.
It's causing Dale's causing
you got big
people that took this.
If we want to go back to the episode with the two doctors, they ain't really do nothing but explain how the human body make antibodies and fight off the disease. They
And
really
how
should have
the
been
vaccine
going into,
works.
That's what we have an immune system for.
That's the same thing they said
but we
too.
already know. I ain't gonna say we already know about it. That's
Well, I'm my motherfucking nurse.
What's the ingredient in that vaccine and how was that the vaccine affecting the human body is what's important.
I talked to somebody.
I'm sorry,
later.
somebody said something.
I talked to my neighbor earlier. They said they got the second part of it. So what was it? The other one with the 2 doses? But yeah, she said her arm hurt. That was pretty much it. Her arm was really, really hurt.
So don't nobody think that this the COVID got nothing to do with these 5G towers going up?
Don't start that. This is episodes ago.
Wholeheartedly it does.
I mean, that is the whole
it does.
Oh my God.
That's the whole point. A guy lost his life to try to tell people this, and we still are not. I don't understand it. We talking about.
I made the same type of video, and I'm dead to some people because I'm like, oh.
Only thing COVID-19 is, or coronavirus, is just another form of a cold. And the government, they don't took this doggone virus, wherever it's supposed to be, and they just blew it all out of proportion. And this is not what's killing people.
What is
the radiation it? The radiation poison is locking up people oxygen and giving people flu-like symptoms. That's what's killing people. Okay. I just don't understand how we're constantly talking about
some that using 5G in here. How do y'all feel right now?
Look,
that's it.
I'm kind of worried about trying to use it. Honestly,
I believe it's fake. We've been out without masks this whole time, man. We wash our hands and all that shit, but we don't wear masks. We haven't been wearing masks since the beginning.
I don't have no.
Look, that shit's stupid. That mask shit is stupid.
All that shit is
stupid. If you don't wear a mask,
and the only thing that the government doing, only thing they're doing, they just sitting back making funny of the regular people with masks on. They want to see
how many people gonna comply.
People would do anything that we tell them to do.
Look,
they want to see how many people gonna comply.
No, listen here.
Basically,
they're giving away
they want to see how many suckers they got out there and how many suckers will enforce other people to do it.
Exactly.
You got all the carriers.
Everybody just said the same thing. Everybody just said the same thing in their own way.
Can you explain how we've been having certain diseases since the what do they call it? The invention of the radio waves and whatnot? Because it's all got to deal with waves and vibration and frequency.
Exactly.
It all comes down to that, right?
Right. It started in 1918 when they introduced the radio wave.
Free energy.
That's how everybody started getting sick over the years when they started.
But everybody wearing these masks. Everybody wearing these masks, but they got these what is it? The video shit for your phones and shit.
Leave your own CO.
Video identification and all of that.
That doesn't believe that the COVID virus is real work in the hospital.
And y'all know these doctors get paid to tell the patients that they have COVID, right?
Man.
Yes, they do. They tell the doctors to be quiet and tell these patients that they got COVID. And at the end of the year, they get a fat check for keeping their mouth shut. It's been going on for years. COVID-19 is not the first virus that epidemic.
And then the only people that so-called
do. Since y'all saying that, now how many know anybody that caught COVID?
I don't know, not one.
No,
and see, you gotta
you don't know nobody.
My uncle had 2 different forms of cancer. He had pancreatic cancer.
The doctor said
I know he did. Listen. Because we are talking on each other right now. I'm just one story. Let me just tell this little quick story right quick, right? My uncle had been battling cancer for years. He had pancreatic cancer and he had some other form of cancer. When he died, they labeled him as COVID. I know for a fact that this man died from cancer, but if you don't know no better and nobody else around know no better, what they gonna tell you? The first thing when you come into the hospital, what you got wrong with you is they want to test you for COVID, so they can get some money for that, and if they can label you with as having COVID, they can get some more money for that.
Okay,
right. Exactly. That's what they do. And not one doctor is gonna tell the truth, because if they tell the truth, that's when the day they're gonna die.
They're gonna lose their grant, all that shit.
Try to educate people like us, but they end up dying afterwards. Because that's why these doctors not saying anything, because they don't want to lose their life. They don't want to lose their family life, because they know how evil this government is. If they tell us
These
the
doctors
truth
ain't
about
saying
this
nothing because they don't
COVID-19,
give a fuck about you when it comes to,
all the
you
holistic
said you
doctors
gonna
that
cut
were
me $1
murdered.
million check at the end of the year. Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about Susie, Mary, or Joseph coming in this motherfucking
I'm a warn.
talking about they chest hurt.
they think. That's exactly what
that
they think.
COVID shit is real. So y'all better stop thinking that the shit's not fucking real. Because if you catch it and you somewhere,
okay, look, it's real.
Then,
okay, let me just
that
try
ain't
to
what I said.
Right here,
Right.
That ain't what we said.
See how they come back now.
The situation is real. The situation is very real. But they switching it up, telling you guys that it's COVID-19. That's what's making people sick.
Radiation.
It's not no COVID-19 making people sick.
Radiation, man.
Okay.
It is radiation.
Cut that out, man.
Okay, so
No,
y'all you can kill it about COVID-19 making people sick. It's not. That's what not making people sick.
My 5G phone.
They created this vaccine so dumb people can take the vaccine thinking that it's COVID-19, thinking something that's going to cure them, but they created this vaccine.
Hey,
I think it has something to do with the
before Steve Jobs dropped this new iPhone
the ingredients in that
what was it,
in the
like
COVID-19, one of the ingredients called nanoparticles. Nanoparticles is used to make robots. This
robots, and they putting that in you.
If you go look
at that in the COVID.
Oh my God!
They putting that in the COVID vaccine, them nanobites.
Right, exactly.
Control everything. Your mind, your everything. You know, that's all they wanted was mindless robots. This whole time.
They can.
If you decide to think
we can push the button on you.
Is real. You need to go do some more study.
How they killed Bernie Mac.
I think all y'all
we can push the button on you.
Because that COVID shit is real and it ain't got shit to do with no radiation.
Oh yes, it do.
I mean, just because
the
news
you need to do some more studying, because you've been lied to.
Tell me that
you don't even know what's really going on. You talking about?
Do you know what radiation does to a person?
They got you. They got your mind, baby. They got your mind. Also,
y'all motherfucking mind. That's what they got.
If you're not a scientist,
you're not even thinking. You're not using logic or anything. You know, you
just
going
the media straight out
going on what the government is putting out here.
Blind belief
you
into a system that.
Hey, what I know for a fact. Listen, real quick. What I know for a fact. I know for a fact that in America, listen to me. What I know for a fact. Listen to me. What I know for a fact that in America, California got the most 5G towers. They also got the most motherfuckers.
And Los Angeles is suffering too right now, horribly.
New York got the most people suffering. They ain't got the most 5G towers, so make that make sense.
They do.
New York
and California. New York and California got the most 5G towers, and they got the most cases.
The biggest city.
And the reason why they got those cases because of those towers. Those towers
they got the most towers and the most cases.
Radiation poisoning.
California
and radiation poisoning is getting into people's bodies, knocking up the air where you can't even hardly breathe. And that's why people thinking that it's some kind of cold or some kind of virus. Hey. A virus doesn't do that. A virus just don't attack your body immediately.
Man, that shit was created over in Wuhan, China. They've been working on that shit for years.
30 years.
That the fuck it was.
Yeah,
chemistry warfare. y'all not gonna sit there and keep saying this damn radiation. No, the hell is not, man.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is. You need to
No, it's
wake
not.
up, man.
Yeah.
I had a friend. I had a friend on Facebook to expose the truth.
All right.
This man lost his damn life for trying to tell people the goddamn truth. And here it is, somebody like you still saying it's COVID-19, and people out here losing their life trying to tell you guys the damn truth. You still thinking some damn COVID-19. Come on, man.
I mean, just don't put your blind faith into whatever the news tells you.
Everybody has an opinion. That's
everything. I'm gonna tell you something. If CNN, any of these local news or international news, if they come out with anything, it's a damn lie. You can't believe anything, especially CNN, Fox.
But why y'all believe all that shit about Trump then? So why y'all believe Trump when it comes to Trump on the same news channels? Why y'all believe all that shit about Trump on them same news channels?
I don't believe nothing Trump say, but I know that they're going after him.
That's what I just said. I don't. That's why I said what I said. You know I don't, but that's why I said what I said. I said I'm not a Trump supporter, but y'all gonna ease up off that man because I don't believe all that shit. Because I look into Trump.
I'm not a Trump supporter either, but I'm telling you, if the situation by them changing presidents like this, the situation is gonna get way worse when Trump was in the office. I'm gonna tell you.
Like Chris.
Okay. Well, you know what?
You green screen.
Hey.
Fuck did he get off? But then he come out saying flat earth, fake news. He just come out exposing everybody. All them pedophiles start going to jail. Like, I mean, all this shit started shaking and moving when he got in here. And now he's persecuted.
Right. Yo, I didn't even hear what you said.
Why you shut down on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat? Why they take all this shit away from him?
They sure the fuck did.
So why they take all this shit away from him if they don't want him to be heard?
And we talked about this before it even started, though. This is magnificent.
It's all a show. It's all a game. They doing all this just to keep people like us just talking about it.
Big.
It's all a show.
Right.
Everything is a stage.
Right. This ain't politics. Ain't no different than the NBA game. Politics ain't no different than the NBA game.
Who said that? He dead on the nose. Politics ain't no different than the NBA game. It ain't no different in a movie on a movie screen.
This shit was made by the Romans. This shit was made by the Romans.
Presidents and people
It's another form of gladiators. It's another form of gladiators. This shit was made by the Romans.
If people put as much energy in the sport,
they playing games with our lives, man. And we simply
like the people don't hold nobody accountable.
Wait, time out.
Have y'all been on Clubhouse
What they
yet?
not doing?
No.
Clubhouse.
What's that?
Yeah, y'all haven't been on Clubhouse yet? This reminds me of it.
I ain't been on Clubhouse. I don't even know what that is.
See, it's coming up, but this is what it reminds me of. Everybody with an opinion and disagreement coming head on with it. And
all you got to do is just look at the facts. It won't be no opinion if we just open up our eyes and the mind and look at the facts. It won't be any opinions.
Cognitive dissonance is strong.
You got to give up comfortability for that.
Thank
that's
you.
The problem with it right there is because people ain't used to change unless it's some change for the good. Most folks ain't comfortable with the truth. That's why nobody wants to hear it.
You gotta give up comfortability.
So you might be our truth, may not be my truth.
Once you start learning the truth,
may not be your truth.
Yeah, you absolutely right. But here's the thing about it is, regardless of what you believe in, if you believe to be the truth, a lot of the times you got to change your mind frame. You got to change how you live, and you got to change how you eat. A bunch of stuff, and most people so set.
But if you already come in the circle with an open mind, your mind is already open to things, and you just sit here and read like some people do, you will see some of the facts, and that will give you your part of your belief because of what you read. Now, a lot of people might read a bunch of different things, so they believe a bunch of different ways. It all depends on what you're reading that turns your thoughts into
your perception.
But you gotta have understand.
So since we're talking on that, what I'm reading right now is title to the article that says Bill Gates predict coronavirus pandemic.
And that's coming
nobody
from
listen. But nobody listen. This is
what
from
source
Well,
though?
that was right under the Kobe Bryant crash. It was right under there. It was in small
yeah.
Small print.
Yeah,
I mean, you can pull it up.
print.
You can pull it up. You pull it up on any news. All of them gonna tell you the same thing. He got a whole video. You can YouTube the video where he's up there talking about it. We think it's gonna be a virus and this and that. And he predicted it all. He predicted it all.
Go upstairs. Go. Beat it.
But right before the coronavirus hit, he also stepped down from his company.
From radiation poisoning.
And that's his belief too. Why you called him up? That's his belief. He can believe that.
Off them powers, they're locking oxygen out of the body. The body can't take oxygen. That's why everybody's passing out, suffocating. Because we all know from the history of viruses, you just don't pass out all of a sudden from a virus.
What if it's a respiratory virus? Is it a weapon? What if it's a respiratory virus? Right.
Come down with these flus and shit. Y'all, this is not a fucking virus that we're dealing with now. They're using this as a ploy so they can bring in the FEMA camps so they can shut shit down and they can start vaccinating y'all motherfuckers. And if y'all take that vaccine, y'all dumb as hell. I'm letting you know now. Now is the time to decide whether you're going to fight or you're going to lay down and you're going to be a slave.
What are you fighting for, though? What are you fighting for, though?
I ain't getting no fucking shot.
We fighting for freedom.
Right.
If I would have died, that's my choice.
If it's real or not, you still have your choice to take the vaccine.
And they starting to make it to where you ain't got no choice. That's why most people believe it's the mark of the beast. Now you either gonna take that vaccine or you gonna suffer.
The guy y'all just heard, this guy lost his goddamn life trying to tell us a goddamn truth. It ain't nobody trying to heed to. This is a motherfucking soldier right here. And the guy that y'all just heard, this is a soldier right here. He came out, he told the truth, and everybody know this man lost his life for this. And ain't nobody trying to get this man no praise. And ain't nobody trying to get the truth. That's one
soldier's opinion, though.
This is not an opinion. This is not an opinion. Right. This is a fact. This man was talking. This man talked to military personnel. This man talked to doctors. This is where he got his information from the military.
That paperwork stating his facts where he got his information from.
I ain't going on that bullshit. If you just gonna be ignorant, you just gonna be ignorant. Ain't nobody got time to try to explain nothing, try to tell you something. You just gonna be lost. You just gonna be lost. Ain't nobody trying to explain nothing to you. Right?
Hey,
just a lost individual.
Because you don't know me.
To it.
You don't know me.
Just
so
own
don't
up to what you are.
Again. As long as we on here, don't call me ignorant.
It ain't that deep now, yo.
That's it.
Both of y'all need to calm down now.
I mean,
you the one calling people names. I ain't called you no
name. I just
name.
can't stand listening to somebody that don't know what they're talking about. I
mean,
y'all listen. Give all these opinions, but
I
you really
I
don't
know what you're talking about, but I never once called you ignorant. So therefore, I'm asking you.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I guess you got selective hearing.
No, I don't have.
Okay, because I said what you talking about.
I'm very knowledgeable and very educated, so I'm not ignorant.
So you just have like I said, you have selective hearing.
Hey, this is just conversation.
Selective hearing is what you hear, what you want.
You understand that?
Thank you.
This is just conversation. You understand that, right?
Nobody want to believe that 5G shit.
You ain't gotta agree with it. One another.
I mean, y'all can agree to disagree.
This is the thing.
You that last time we was on here and you lost.
It's not that he's disagreeing. He's asking how do you know?
I can't stand to talk about it. Just don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the fact?
People shouldn't be this hurt this day.
Where can he go back and look for?
I believe.
Where can he go back and check this fact?
I must struck a nerve or say the truth or something.
Hey, I'm upset because you call me ignorant.
Well, you gotta own up to what you are now.
I ain't ignorant.
That's how you acting.
No,
that's how you acting.
Either.
Because I'm telling you,
ignorant too, but I didn't tell you that, and I didn't say that.
Do some research then. Do some research because obviously
you know what?
Obviously you hadn't did any kind of research on this.
This shit just took us for the left
you
now.
know what I do?
Yeah. Okay, Rick.
Like I said, because you
can't. Hey, hold on now for everybody. Everybody, time out. Time to fuck out now. Ain't nothing wrong with having
some research.
Different opinions.
Do some research. Do some research.
Everybody got to go.
Right.
And everybody has a right to do research. Everybody's gonna come up with different answers during their research.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I accept
because it doesn't make any sense when you trying to help someone.
I'm gonna turn this off and actually go back to my normal life.
Trying to give you valuable information, but you want to
valuable to me.
And to me, you gotta understand that everybody ain't gonna take what you say like into heart, and
I mean,
not gonna take everybody's
I'm not
opinion.
the only one saying this though. Abdul,
anymore.
I'm not the only one that's saying this.
I understand.
It's like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people is saying the same thing that I'm saying.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you gotta do what works for you.
Most of us we can't. It's like we don't want the truth. It's like we just want to believe what we want to believe in, and you need to believe in reality, because your reality is not. It's not reality. First of all,
my reality is different from everybody. So
COVID-19 that's killing people. You have a lot of studying that you have to do.
It's just my opinion.
And it makes for a great show, but people don't disagree. Damn. You know, and I don't condone people calling each other out of their names and stuff like that. I don't condone that.
Well, like I said, he had selective hearing because I didn't call him out of his name. I said he was acting ignorant.
You didn't say that.
Okay, that's a difference in calling somebody.
You didn't say that.
Well,
okay, all right.
And then that's not. It's not conducive.
That's gonna be stuck on your mind. Then that's the wrong thing. It should be on your mind anyway. What should be on your mind is survival. Okay, what about surviving? That should be on your mind. Not me calling you out of your. You think me calling you out of your name?
He good and all about that. But I'm just saying, like, the thing is, like, we should agree to disagree. It's not that damn deep on here. Period. Point blank.
Real funny.
Everybody gonna survive. That's the instinct. Everybody surviving. They right here. They could be anywhere else right now, but they right here.
Okay. I see y'all just.
I might do some ignorant ass shit, but you.
And what motivates you? I thought that was the topic.
And what motivates me is, like I said, man, I can't get past that. Still the same.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a great show.
Yeah, it is. Actually is. People need to learn how to disagree. That's it. And then no name calling in the group though, because we don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway,
you're gonna be the moderator.
Okay, when you go back and post this on YouTube, I want an apology. Okay, talking about some name calling. Well, if front right, whatever your name is, go back and watch this tape. Go back and watch this video when he uploaded. And if I see you next time, I want to apologize.
That's fine. That's fair enough. And I will be watching this. You know I gotta edit a lot of shit this one. I'm gonna be up all night after I get done.
But don't edit the part when he's talking about.
No. I'm gonna keep it. No,
he said I had called him ignorant. Don't edit that out. I want him to do that.
Man, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 for damn sure. But I do got to make some adjustments and stuff on here. But yeah, man, this wasn't supposed to be like this. And who's doing what right now? Somebody going up some steps? I'm chilling. And I need everybody to share, man. I bust my ass for this.
I mean, that means you can't really think for yourself. If you sit there and believe everything the government.
Hey, I gotta ask though. You keep going on with me because I don't believe what you said. Now I done kept my mouth shut and I ain't said nothing else. I'm just listening to you. But now you keep saying what I am. I'm gonna keep saying back to you.
Whatever's on my mind, I'm gonna say it. So you can be in your
don't
feelings.
Be mad at me.
Every type of feelings that you have, whatever, you can keep them to yourself. Because whatever's on my mind, I'm gonna say it. I don't care if you get mad or whatever.
Okay, and y'all both the same way.
what I'm trying to understand is, why do you keep saying things towards me because I don't agree with you?
I'm not talking towards you. I'm talking to the whole panel here. Okay.
Okay.
The government anytime the government puts stuff out here, a lot of us would tend to believe it. But the only reason they put it out here to distract you. They just put it out here to try to manipulate you. That's it. They're not putting truth out
and
here.
Look what the government did. It turned two black people against each other, and y'all too stupid to fucking know.
Man, let me tell you something.
I'm sorry. You know what though?
I ain't nobody.
Y'all need to get over that shit, man.
I just have a real strong opinion about myself.
That's fine. We have no issues with that.
I'm not against anyone.
We have no issues with that. Everybody has strong opinions about how they feel. That's fine. We honestly care, but we don't. Like if it don't strike our ear, okay. And if it does, okay. You know, it's nothing held against nobody or anything like that. And Sabina, it's the reason why you're on here, and you'll be back. And the reason I won't want you back, and it's another reason. Yeah, the reason why you're on here, and you'll be back. I mean, it calls for great conversation.
I enjoy the panel from everybody that be on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it means something.
And when we get to talk about certain things, because people feel how they feel and they wholeheartedly believe it, you know, they gonna go all out. But what we got to remember is, you know, it's supposed to be a judgment-free zone where everybody can come and speak their mind. You know, what I mean?
And we don't call people out each other names, and we don't do that. So that's another thing. If it's I'll get to the bottom of it while I'm uploading. I'll edit it and I'll look over it, and I'll let y'all know what really happened. But
it's all love, and
it's not even important to me what happened. I just want him to go back and look at that video. You talking about somebody calling him out his name, having selective hearing. I mean, you know, make sure that you're listening right before you try to accuse someone of something.
Well, that's another thing. Me and Rick was talking about having a moderator and stuff. Like, who's saying what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been any
damn body. That's the thing
about any damn thing.
Like somebody that can make it where everybody had a chance to talk without being interrupted. Like some type of moderation.
But that should be like before the show even starts, you should set some kind of ground rules or something. There ain't no ground rules being set. Everybody just talking at the same time. And then another thing, if you're gonna have a podcast, I mean, it should be like educational. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. Everybody should like do studying and bring facts instead of just bringing opinions. Because if you bring facts, I mean,
everybody in here, everybody that done been on this show is studying and is intelligent in their own right. You know, it's levels to this shit now. Like I was just talking to this chick the other day, because you know I don't believe like motherfuckers like normal this, normal that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I believe we all crazy. It's just different levels of the crazy. So some people crazy don't mess well with others. You know what I mean?
Normal.
And right. And you know what though? Exactly. So I don't feel like this is an issue. Y'all might feel like it's an issue, but I mean, people have disagreements and stuff like that.
That's two people speaking their mind, and they have a disagreement.
That's the way it is.
But the thing about it is we learn how to work through that and keep it pushing.
And Rick, we should show how we work out things like disagreements and stuff too, so they won't have to be like West Side Bad Boy Killer. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it is, and this is what we've been working on. We need moderation, and I'm happy that because some of y'all done been on the show before. Some of y'all ain't. I'm happy that y'all continue to keep them.
And that's something we've been working on behind the scenes. And I've been getting text messages like, "Moderator, where's the moderator?" Yeah. Nobody can die under my watch. I don't care who it is. Like oh shit, I'm shutting everything down, and I'm moving to the Netherlands.
And see, at some point we want to start doing the show live, so we're gonna have people in the comments. So we're gonna need moderation on that level,
right?
Too.
And then on that level, because we had hard enough time somebody promoting stuff though in the chat and everything, but we got to be on the same. It's gonna come out though, like because like people getting hip to it. We've been doing it over probably almost a year now. People getting more and more hip to it, so.
I like the fieriness in everybody's spirits, though. That's a good thing because it's the passion and they showing it. But we just have to be mindful and respectful of everything that's going on. Now, I know everybody in here, everybody got their own platforms, they got their own things that they got going on.
I'm gone because I'm okay, because it seems like you're directing that towards me.
Nobody direct. No, nobody directing.
You know me better than
and who are you, Ricky, to try to tell somebody something? Okay,
I ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody. You can't try to tell me
that's
nothing,
what I'm saying.
especially about
I can't
being
tell
disrespectful.
You absolutely right. You absolutely right. That's why I'm saying at the end of the day, we should be able to mesh and have our own opinions and agreements. That's why I said you should know me better than that. My thing is I'm just trying to keep the peace. You know what I mean? Like, how I am. And I cut up at the drop of a hat. So that's me. But I'm just trying to be mindful and respectful of that because everybody not gonna have the same views and opinions. I told you know me. I listen to your show religiously. I don't always agree with everything you're saying, but I still listen because I know I can learn something. You know what I mean?
That's just down to the plug. She dipped. She dipped, man.
What? She'll be all right.
Yeah.
She'll be all right.
Man, but you know what? This
Abdul, I'm not getting on your podcast no more.
That's fine. That's fine, but still though.
No, I'm just bullshit. But you know what? If she didn't call me ignorant, I'm sorry. She didn't even give me a chance to even say that.
Oh, man.
She kept.
I got a long night of editing. Y'all know that, right?
I mean, you gonna sit back and listen to it. I know what was said. I ain't finna sit here and hold no punches for nobody.
Right.
All I was just trying to do is keep the peace. But shit, that's my dog. She be mad at me now, and she'll forgive me later on. And she don't. It is what it is.
Yeah. True that. And plus, I mean, like, man, it's your opinion. Who's gonna persecute any damn body?
I mean,
but shit, so she feels very strongly and highly about the 5G, and a lot of people do.
Okay, and
ain't nothing wrong with that.
But at the same time, like, nobody calls nobody out their name, though. Point blank, period.
We all gonna be persecuted. We all gonna be judged for something. You know what I mean? You could just be walking by some motherfuckers. They're gonna look at you and have an opinion about you. Got something to say about you.
Right.
Lord knows I don't like a motherfucker to talk about me for shit, especially if they telling a lie. But it is what it is.
And once again, I wake up every morning to be motivated to get something done through the day.
Same here.
When I wake up in the morning, my eyes see the sunshine or the moon. Like, damn it. It's another day, another chance to get something done.
I feel the same way, but when y'all motherfuckers people go to this and that, no, see, this is like, no, it's not one way. That's why it's the People Podcast. Like,
yeah, I mean, everybody got their own personal beliefs. You can't make nobody do nothing, say nothing, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with a lot of the shit that I hear on here, and I openly speak about it. But
yeah, in a way to where
wild,
it doesn't
man.
be like, you know what? I'm not finna be that petty. I'm still recording too. Yeah.
Oh man.
Somebody
sometimes people just gotta go ahead and work it out their system, man. Shit, because Lord knows I act a plumb fool when the mood strikes me.
Yeah, and that's a 2-person conversation though. When we got like 6 other people, like 5 other people, like we're gonna have to let that
Nah, she good. She just got heated because she believe in what she believe in. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right, and I'm not gonna knock nobody for what they believe in, even if I don't believe it. So that's point blank, period. And it's the whole point of having different people on here, different opinions, different beliefs.
My thing is, you can't get mad at somebody for not believing in what you believe in if you can't quote no factual research for a person to look into behind what you're saying. You can be passionate about it all you want, and you can convey that information that you learn, but if you can't tell a person where to fact check this shit, don't get mad when they don't believe the shit or they questioning where you getting this information from for them to want to believe the shit.
Now, see, we done always talked about that before. Regardless of wherever you get information from, you gotta check your references. You gotta cross-check your references because there's gonna be some people that's gonna want to
Anything
do
you
that
get thrown
research.
out here and be fake. Anything.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you gotta be willing to listen.
Because I mean, like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that come out of his mouth is a lot of teleprompter bullshit, but that motherfucker go off the Richter scale a lot. You know, he's a wild card. But if you look back into the history of Trump and shit, and really what he did politically in the political times that he's actually been, but the political times he's actually been back, doing something with something to do with the politics, regardless of what it is. I mean, you can go back and see him fighting for Indian reservations, like real deal up there talking about how it's motherfuckers impersonating Native Americans. Like he got more Native American blood. Exactly. He talked about he got more blood, more Native blood in his bloodline than they do, and he know he ain't got none. Like real deal fighting for this shit. So
man,
on one hand,
at the
you
same
see what I'm
time,
saying?
though,
So
he was in
at the
office
same time,
when they was out there in North Dakota and South Dakota trying to put that pipeline down there and fucking them Indians over too. So.
exactly, because he was profiting from the motherfucking money.
Hey,
but in the same token, he he would have profited either way it went, whether they was doing it the right way or the wrong way.
This episode
he
went
just
over.
up there doing it with crooked motherfuckers. So he talking about it when he go to the office. And
y'all hear me? This
yeah,
episode,
we went over.
Yeah, we went over. But if anybody down for another one, let me know because I gotta upload this and edit this. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to be. So
it's all good. You know, it just to me it was a great show. It was a great show. To be honest, you know what I'm saying. And to be honest, I would like to have Meech back on because I want to say that was his first time coming on.
Yeah, that's my little cousin right there. I got the light skin syndrome. I don't. Everybody else is dark. But yeah, man. If y'all interested, hit me up. I'm finna let this go down and upload.
Oh yeah.
Good looking out. And I was asking Chris, is that a green screen you have?
No, it's on my iPad. It just offers me the option to use it on my Zoom.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go that route.
It should offer you that if you look in your options.
It do, but I be looking like a damn Ghost Rider, like fucking a damn.
Like Cousin Rev.
Yeah. I look like a cherry clan with an accent or some shit. Like yeah, it's all jacked up. But I tried it. I'd be like, where is it? Damn, he got a big ass head. Don't none show up but my fucking head. Be like, I was gonna ask you, god damn. Like shit. But yeah, if y'all interested though, I hit y'all back or whatever. But I gotta upload this.
Yeah.
It's been real too. It's been too real. Hey, y'all hit everybody up and let's see if it's a go. All right.
All right.
All right. See you.
All right.